Speaker, Liz Diachin is not among those wealthy 1% the member just described. She has a pension of probably, I'm guessing, $45,000 a year. She's a grandmother who's simply trying to sever off a few lots so that her kids and her grandkids can have a place to live. Those lots have enough value that they will be hit by capital gains tax, and they're over $250,000. So she will pay this, she will pay us the 66% tax. So very simple question. Will the minister amend the law so that this wonderful grandmother does not have to pay higher taxes?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I think the Conservative leader is a little bit confused because he seemed to think that those were my words I quoted. I was in fact quoting him.
Oh.
I was quoting his words about the wealthiest 1% and their stock portfolios and luxury real estate. But that was back when the Conservative leader was pretending to be a friend of working people. He was pretending to be on the side of the little guy. Yesterday we learned
Allah, deal with the enemies of the people of Gaza. Allah, find and exterminate them all. Spare not one of them. That was Adil Sharkawi in Montreal on October 28, 2023. He suffered no consequences because in Canada, the law allows you to call for the extermination of an entire people under cover of religion. The RCMP wants...
La. Check one, check two. All right. If I do it that way, I gotta hear myself. I don't want that. Check one, check two. I think you should be able to hear that. Check one, check two. 1, 2. La la la. Every day is an experiment, you know that. Probably not. Okay. Unless I move that camera. I guess I should. I could do that. Okay, no. I'm going to do one more thing here. I got this new thing set up recently. Charged, I'm thinking. Probably don't have that plugged in. And this. I think I'll point it right like that. That's pretty good. Now we're talking. All right, I guess I listened to myself there. That's what you guys. I want to do that. It's funny when the sound comes from. Okay. What's going on, Jack? we got a box of Twonies to go through. We're looking for the king. And what else? Basically that to begin with. I don't want to promise anything much more than just that. But let's get started. Thank you for coming, everybody. What we're doing really primarily is looking for the king. Right. Let's get this out a little bit more. Things sound good. You can hear me well. Is that what we're getting from here right now? Hope so. Get out of there. What's going on? Mr. Kingery, thank you for coming on this fine, fine summer day. Now, of course, a king is going to be like a brand new looking coin. So we know we're not going to be handling no king coin if it's anything that looks like it's circulated. Customer wrap. I sound great. Beautiful. I like the sound great. We got a few views. We got the scope view with the wire going across it right now. We can move that out of the way. We got a me view. We got a different me view that's now pointed in the, I guess that's all right. And then the over, I guess that's all right. I like that. Pulled out one of my old microphones, the old beat up one that's been used for years, because why not? At least I know it's still working. Went to the dentist this morning and had more cleaning done. So it's a deep clean, so they do a portion of your mouth at a time. Ooh, see, that's shiny enough to be a king. And yet, not only is it not a king, but it's not special in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna get my marker out. I think I want to mark these as I go. Otherwise, I just end up making myself more work after the fact. Those are all the views right now. I'm trying to do this with StreamYards only. So, trying to keep it still pretty fancy, but not using OBS right now. You can come over and help me set up my cameras one day soon. Yeah, it'd be great. This is 4 instances of StreamYards open at the same time. So it's pretty straightforward if you want to do this, but one of those is the scope. This one here is the Mevo, Logitech Mevo. That's the same camera I'll be taking to karaoke tonight. This one up here, this one is just a half decent 1080 webcam hung over me. And this one is a pretty decent 1080 webcam with a ring light, but none of my lights are on. There's a lot of good natural light coming in through my big window here, and that's fine. I suppose I should turn on some lights. Maybe after I'm done this roll, I'll turn on the lights and we'll see if it makes any kind of difference at all. Because I think I'll just be more ugly. More ugly. I'll give you some more ugly. Yeah. Ugly is the new cute. Ugly. Hopefully you guys are still hearing a little bit of music in the background, that it's not too loud. I'm hoping. I like having nice loud music, but I also like just making sure my voice is good and set up over it so that we can have both live and loud music, and you can still hear what I'm saying. Well, that's 2 rolls in a row with nothing in them. That's not a good sign. Tom, Mr. Rico wants you. Tom, what do we got going on? Roll number 3 is what we got going on. We're marking them as we go. And we have yet to find anything, really. So, far cry from some of the other... we were pretty findy there the other day. I even actually pulled another off-camera glow in the dark out of the box not all that long ago. Right now, though, we are few and far between for even the standard commemoratives. I haven't found any. Not even the unpainted commemoratives. So, but once again, I'm going to plug the thing I do, right? The reason I go through these, I can assure you I have found all the ones for my book, but now I'm looking for the ones for your book. I keep the best examples I'm able to find while going through these. I've got them in storage, put away, and if you would like a book of like 60 or so of these coins, well, they're $2 each, plus the book, plus shipping, and a little bit of handling, and you too, like Mr. Galman, can get a nice book full of Twonies, and I have another set ready to go, including the glow-in-the-dark, well, including them all, basically. Even the dog agrees. Get yours now. We can do Toonie books, we can do Looney books, which is the $1 coin, and we can do quarter books, though I haven't searched quarters in a really long time. So this time, this is all that we got. And that is the unpainted version of the glow-in-the-dark from 2017. The, what the heck did they call it? Dance of the Northern Lights. That's the Aurora Borealis in the sky. A couple guys in a canoe on a lake. And yeah, so we got one commemorative, and that one is not even nice enough to consider keeping. So we won't be keeping it. We'll just be marking this roll as. The other thing we like to do is put a little dot on the top. That way when we look into a box, if it's a box full of rolls with dots on them, well, that's not for me. The ladies at the bank are very nice when I explain, please don't give me a roll with this mark on it. And they understand what I mean. Numismaniac in the house. Monsieur Boudreau. Boudreau is another one that's gotten books from me, and could definitely be reached out for a opinion. But yes, sir, I'm happy to have been able to send out books to a few of my friends out there, and I would love to be making one for you right now. So if you would consider a Canadian coin book, I would populate it as best as I can, charge you very little for that effort, and get it out to you as I have for both Monsieur Boudreau and Monsieur Galman. And for those of you who are maybe visiting here right now, they're not in the coin world, this thing, what you're getting is firstly Canadian coins, or $2 coins, and you pay a little more than $2 for each coin, but honestly, you'll see if you ask, you'll find out not very bloody much. And it's a great way of getting somebody started in coin collecting. It's a cool thing that you wouldn't get if you're out of country otherwise very easily at all. And in the end, it's money, like current currency. So, I mean, if you're really not into it, it's money. You could trade it in on U.S. money, or if you're a Canadian, well, you don't need to get. I don't like to do these for Canadians. I've had Canadians reach out to me about getting books, and I'm like, go get a box of coins. Have some fun. You're going to find these if you just keep looking. And, you know, those that you don't find right away, well, that's where the fun lies, you know? You really want just a great big finish, you know, I'll do it for you. Don't get me wrong. You ask politely, I'll do it for you. All right. So this is one of the very first commemoratives that they made. We call it the Nunavut drummer. As you can see, it's kind of a person in a parka that is drumming away on the drum there. So none of it's from 1999. There is one to look for that doesn't have, as you can see, the inset in the middle has got a pronounced ring around it. Right there. And that inside ring before it changes metals. There is a variant of this that's missing that ring, and the image just prints right across. So there's no inside circle, although the metals change. If you got one of those, that one's from a mint set, and that's a harder one to find. In this case, this one, useless to us. That's layout. Doesn't let me change cameras, it lets me change layouts. All right. Once again, I am experimentationally here on the StreamYard. StreamYard is very powerful. You know, if you want to go live, Monsieur Coining Around, thank you for stopping by. Is that coin actually whole? No, I don't have any whole coins here. Did you see a hole? There should have been no hole. Gatita also likes Canadian coins. That's handy because that's what I've got. Thank God. Now, where's that view? Oh, it's this one. Back to this one. Well, I like Canadian coins too, especially when they're cool, but I haven't come across any cool Canadian coins so far. We are 4 rolls in, and the thing with the $2 coin is that you don't get that many rolls to go through. When you get yourself a box, you're done pretty quick. It's so dirty, it's hard to tell what it is. Hey, if you're going to search a roll or rolls or a box, go ahead and put a mark on it when you're done so that we all know you've been through it. I'm speaking to you other Canadians that may or may not be out there. If you're going to search a box, sign it. Sign that box. Sign those rolls. I don't want to go through them if you have. It's a waste of my time. We're all after the same darn thing, right? Oh, and another Nunavut drummer comes up. Different coin, but the same blech on it somewhere. That's enough of that. Can't say this one's going with a lot of, in fact, it's can't say that it's being very successful at all. Because by the, well, okay, we have found some commemoratives. I mean, I've shown you the Nunavut drummer, the one Coining Around's getting ready for the big auction stream tonight. Of course, I'll be live from karaoke shortly thereafter or just before. Right near the end of his, I go live at 9 o'clock Pacific. Okay. You, Mr. Numismaniac, are one of the best displayers of coins I've ever seen. And the here's another Nunavut drummer. Look at that. New roll, new Nunavut drummer. You know it's new because it hasn't got a big splotch of dirt on it. Spin the drummer up here. You know it's new because it hasn't got a big splotch of dirt on it. If I wanted to remember me and yeah, that's good. Really? Hang on a second. I've got a call. brother, Larry. He's doing fine, but it sounded like he was calling me from still in bed. And since I had to go to the dentist as early this morning, I'm already up. Yeah, he's got some great items weekly over there at Coin and Around. He combs the local areas and other areas to find great things that end up in the auction. This is a fairly shiny looking 2011, but on this side, unfortunately, you know about those machines that handle coins? Well, that's what they can do. Sometimes they put the ring of death on. Ring of death means we, as coin collectors, wouldn't be interested in that coin very much anymore. But it actually is a pretty nice one without a lot of damage, other than the ring of death. You know what? I definitely have, but I just don't pay attention to it. I don't go looking for them. And so if I find them, they're not what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for King's Head right now. If they start to counterfeit the King's Head ones, I'll probably be more interested in being sure at that point. But at this point, if I don't identify it as counterfeit and the bank has given it to me in the roll and I give it back to the bank in the roll, I am not liable for passing on known counterfeit coins because I did not examine the coin to see if it were counterfeit or not. I took on faith it was right because it was provided by the bank, and that is my out. So for now, I don't want to mess up my out by locating counterfeit coins for Canada. All right. Battle in the Atlantic, if I'm not mistaken, is what we call this one here. And it is double cool. The imagery pops. This one's a little bit dirty, but call this. I call it Battle of the Atlantic. It's the 2018. So on Coins in Canada, we call it. And I think I'm reading there on the scope, right? 2018. Yeah. Okay, is it me? Am I blind? Does that not say 2018? 16. Honestly, it isn't. It's actually a little bit dirty and not one that would make it. I have like at least 5 other examples of this coin right now in the book, and not in my book, in the storage book. If you bought a book from me, not you, you look for your own darn coins covered. But if like Jack has already got one, but Jack's coin looks better than this. No way I would send this out. That's too. I'm picky, basically. I'm picky. 2016, actually, so hang on, let me just look. Yes, sir. Try to... Oh, share screen, right. Okay, so I present, share screen, entire screen, and this one. This one does. Okay, and then I could. At the stage. Okay, so now you hear, right? No? Am I hearing? Are you hearing me now? Music is loud and see what's going on. That's confusing. Wow, 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 wow. Just mute themselves. This is the overhead. Push to mute themselves. So this that I can mute. And when I do, you should hear me. I know it's confusing when you start to run so many things, but if you do what I've been doing, which is multiple instances of StreamYard, you've got to mute all the other instances of StreamYard and open up only one. You're old, man. Music is too loud. Is that what you're saying? You're too old, buddy. Young up. The young know. They know about the loud music. Okay. I'll give it a little smidge. What I like to do is then just properly speak over the music and keep it nice and loud. So long as you're properly hearing me, and it's my opinion that you likely are, we are going to continue. There's a 2-pack sent right there. Just got it the other day. It was funny. I won the other day. Music is too loud. And I received the package. I was opening it up, and 2-pack was on, and so I was in the crowd, and then I won again. So I just told them, keep them coming. Hey, send some more. You're a very popular channel. I think I might be popular too if I was giving things away all the time, but I'm not giving things away all the time. In fact, some people know that once I do give something away, there might be a good healthy wait for it, because and I'll name her now. Miss Young Elizabeth Flood waited quite some time for a win, but as that time progressed, I think the win got a little bit better. I do realize it. Well, I do realize it to the point that sometimes I do use music from elsewhere. And it's a tiny bit annoying, I suppose. But I don't really like dead air of nothing. I think there should be something in the background of a stream like this where I'm the only person talking. If there were two people talking to one another, then I wouldn't have any kind of background at all. But if it's just going to be me jabber-jawing at you guys with no guests or interaction, then I think that needs his prizes bloody autocorrect. Prices of my channel. Oh yes, you do. I was interested and saw that you got a little sponsorship from them. That's very cool. Well, this gives you an idea how few and far between the commemoratives have been, because this here is the first one that's sort of come up. It's the 2000, we call it the Three Bears because it's got three bears on it. I mean, why would we do that? We call the other thing a loony because it's got a loony bird on it. We pretty much name them after the picture that's on them. But there you go. That is a commemorative called the Three Bears, or Knowledge, or 2000, whatever you like. Lisa Anderson, thank you for stopping by. We are looking through a box of Canadian $2 coins, the Toonie, to see how it goes. Yeah, well, think about it. Yeah, so right now I'm just... That is one of the commemoratives that's been issued. Not what we're looking for. In fact, all we're really looking for are coins with the king's face on them, because we have one or two of these in stock already put away, so that if you are interested in what we do here, which is we put together complete books of Canadian coins and send them out for super reasonable prices. And there are some super cool Canadian coins that are low mintage, hard to find, but we find them all for you and charge you good, you know? You get the good, we charge you good. If you're interested in a book of Canadian coins, keeping in mind I put 60 of these coins in a book, and these are $2 coins, so you're looking at $120 in face value of coins, period, and sort of starting from there. So it's not quite that by the time the dust clears, but it's pretty good. Now this here is a really recent release. The Riopelle. Riopelle is a Canadian artist. This celebrates 100 years of his work. He's very big into birds, so we've got the birds there, and there is a painted version of this coin. So we definitely have painted and unpainted Riopelle in stock. We're happy to send out to you in a book. And this is one of the last 2023s that was made with the Queen, and it also celebrates her below with the 1952 to 2022 remembrance, let's call it that. Let me turn this off. I don't need that light on. Anywho, there is a painted version of this, as I say, and we definitely have plenty of those in stock, so that's not one we have to save. And we did also come up with this, the Armistice. And Armistice also comes as a beautiful painted version. In fact, you know what? I have those. I have these all right here. I'll show you the Riopelle as well. From previous searches, first the Armistice. So, for 20 American dollars, I will send out 3 sets of these coins. These are $2 coins each, so that's a total of 6 coins, a total of $12 face. It includes shipping because all I'm going to use is a basic birthday card, greeting card, whatever, and I'll send it anywhere in the United States. So you get $12 of face value, You get the hard-to-find sets of Canadian $2 coins like the one you're looking at right now. I'm going to see if I can focus that any better. And you get six coins. And while I have choices, you can make choices and get the ones you want. So that is a hell of a deal. 3 sets. And if you want to get a king one and now have one, you can get one, so long as I've got them, and I'm looking for them now. So, all right. Pretty sure that last one was the Queen Elizabeth. Just reading the chat, because I'm terrible at reading chat. Oh, right. I want to make sure I don't put those in a roll, but I do want to show you the painted rappel. Your book would include one of these, of course. In fact, it includes, if you got a book, you would get every single coin you're going to see today. Every single one. And not in crappy shape, but in real nice shape. As nice a shape as I can provide them. And this one's a good example of this one being a really recent one. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not here really just to promote that. That's not the thing. What it is, well, I guess it kind of is. I mean, honestly, I have a king coin for my own book. So as I'm looking for these, I'm not looking for them for my own book. I'm looking for them for your book. And I want to get the kings out of circulation quick before they get beat up. I did have one king already that somebody put a great big slash through with some sort of, sharp implement. Not very nice. Okay. Way up like that. I'd have to remove one. The stage. That one's the Wait For Me Daddy. Wait For Me Daddy is named that way because that picture that's on the coin was actually the cover of Life magazine back in the day. The troops are paraded through a small town here in British Columbia known as New Westminster. The child and his mother were in the crowd as father walked by in the regiment, and child reached out to father, and of course it's fabled that the utterance was, "Wait for me, Daddy." This one's poor and beat up, but it's a 2000 knowledge, and one more came out of this roll. We got, in Flanders Fields. Now, in Flanders Fields, the poppies grow beneath the crosses row on row is a famous wartime ditty about what happened in, wartime. What is that, 2018? 2015, pardon me, I can't see. 100 years after Canadian Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae penned in Flanders Fields on the battlefield of Ypres, Belgium, the Royal Canadian Mint has issued a $2 circulation coin commemorating the iconic home of remembrance. So that's where this one comes from. Remember, like a line from Star Trek. Remember. You guys remember that line from Star Trek? Lisa Anderson, B.H. Ringer. B.H. Ringer's here. Hey, B.H. Ringer, thank you for stopping by. We're doing the old toonie hunt. Got ourselves a box. Finding no kings yet. Not quite halfway. Ouch. Don't bash your equipment. Bashing is wrong. Don't bash. Okay. Can I move that? No, I can't. I can remove that. Yes, I can. Now, actually, I could zoom in on that. Where's my zoomer inner? Gotta download it. No, I don't want to update the app. Yeah. Okay. Set that aside while we update the app. Okay. Well, that's another there's right there. That's another Battle of the Atlantic right there. And that's another Northern Lights right there. Wow. Okay. So far, like, boom, boom, boom. There are 3 commemoratives so far that we'll take a look at in a sec. What? Okay. Yeah, that zooms it in a little bit. Probably better. And yeah, I think we'll just go with that. Feel like I should find more kings already, but it's just not happening. The fact that I have found them in the past already means I know they're out there. Oops. Ooh, oh yeah, baby! I'm a happy camper. This is the other one I look for because they're few and far between in good shape like this one is. Wow. Okay. So happy days, boys and girls. This one's awesome. And it is awesome too. Look at the paint on that helmet, man. That is a great, great, great example. I'm super pleased. Doesn't matter what else I get today to get a nice painted D-Day. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Let's go. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Okay, well, I am actually loath to show you the other ones that came. We got a Battle of the Atlantic. We got another painted, what you call it, and we got the 2000. You know what? So none of those even matter. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, that looks so good. That is a so good looker. Oh my gersh. I'm just going to gersh about that one. We're going to put that roll aside because we're taking one out of it and I don't have one to put back in it till later. I know it's an incomplete roll. I will not, yeah. That's good times. Yes, sir. That's what you're looking for. All right. Is that what I'm looking for? That's what you're looking for. Well, not the one you're looking for. No, for you, I needed the king. And actually, I got a king one the other day. I have all the commemoratives that I needed to do aside from that. Another 2000 right here. We're not going to put, I'm not going to put a 2000 in place of the of that. Nope, not gonna do it. Why am I not putting this? Hang on, having a brain fart moment here. Brain fart moment. Le plus tard. Good luck and oh, okay. Well, only because I've been able to basically get myself a giant page of all of these. I have lots of these insulin Twonies, but that is the painted insulin. And of course, once again, if you were to send me 20 American dollars, you could choose the set of insulin ones as well, painted and unpainted. You know, right now I'll say this. If you were to be the next person to contract me for 20 American dollars and you wanted a D-Day set, I would let you have this particular D-Day coin. And that coin is one of the best I've seen, period. So for the length of this live stream, if you PayPal me the 20 needed to make it happen, I will make sure that is the D-Day coin that you get if you choose a set, a D-Day set. You don't have to choose a D-Day set, but if you do, that is one of the best examples of the D-Day coin I have heard. I'm actually considering looking in my own book to make sure mine is at least as good, and I will. But now that I've made the promise out loud, you could scoop it. Well, I'm having good luck. Yeah, no, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say I'm not having good luck. I'm not probably having the right luck. Really, we know that these commemoratives are, you know, they were printed or made in lower mintages, and of course that one, I can even look it up. Give me just a second. $2 D-Day 2019, the $2 circulating coin honoring the brave Canadians who, landing in Normandy, France 75 years ago, helped establish the Allied foothold that would lead to the liberation of Western Europe. And there are the three Canadian dudes. I guess they're Canadian dudes, right? We don't have there's no example of the painted one here. It just says color below here. But there is the not colorized version. Of course, and here's the colorized version. Anywho, that's cool. Very cool. Okay, where was I when I was so rudely interrupted by my own stupidity? I think I was somewhere around. Okay. Jesse Kruckenberg, thank you for stopping by. And hope there's no way I missed anybody. I have the chat open the whole time, and I'm trying to be a good host. That's my big problem, is I get so involved and I don't post well. But if you haven't hit the like button, please do. There's enough people here to hit the like button to make it worthwhile, so I'll mention it. Don't expect that any coin searches will go too viral on the old YouTube, but you never know. Maybe I'll find some crazy thing. Trivia: my Uncle Huey landed on the beaches of Normandy with his two brothers with the Essex Scottish. Both his brothers were killed within a month of each other, and he was sent home. The same sort of thing has happened with Saving Private Ryan. If you've given enough sons, we're going to get your one son out of there and send him home. We got another 2,000 knowledge here. I'm going to acknowledge it without showing it to you because it's just another 2,000 knowledge. And in fact, that was a year when they didn't really limit the minting of commemoratives. So there's a lot, there are a lot more of those made than other commemoratives. Roll number next one. We're going to pound through them all. And then maybe during my 2 days off, which this is one of, maybe I'll get another box tomorrow. But my face is almost unfrozen. And once it is, I'm going to try to enjoy breakfast. So I jumped out of bed this morning realizing I had a dentist appointment and rolled my ass over there as fast as possible. And of course was on time. But I did have some coffee. I did manage to pour some coffee in me. And afterwards, I even tried to have some coffee with my half-frozen face, which actually did work. Sort of. All right, nothing to speak of there. We'll roll that up. Any good yard sale? Yeah, he's got some great yard sales. He's got some, he always makes some shorts, stuff showing off what's coming up. I've got to stop being so much of a procrastinator and get those. Yeah, I mean, I think friends of ours have proven what value can be found at the yard sales if you go. Fortunately, I end up buying Christmas stuff. I don't need any more of that. Yeah. So I guess I've decided that I'm going to move to Alberta whether I have a job there or not. My wife and I have decided that although the plan was to move with my job, it looks like that's not going to happen. So I don't believe it's in my best interest to let that stop. Welcome me back. I've still got my Alberta driver's license from back in the day. We got one, kids. We got one. There it is. All of that looking, and we nailed one down. There it is, right there. Beauty. Call this one finished now that I've filled it with a spare coin. Put it to the side. Now we have a different coin roll that will be incomplete. It will be this one, and it will go to the side. Right on, brothers and sisters. Right on, brothers and sisters. Got another unpainted armistice, and we are only halfway through the box. So, with any ruck at all, sorry, let's leave him there. That's what we're after. Miss Ida and Angel and Paula are almost to the coin show. Or are they on the road as we speak? Are you watching a live stream of a drive? That's fun to do. They are very, very lucky. Noise. It is noise. Very noise. Okay, so there it is. One in the wild, live on air. That's how it happens. We get a beautiful coin like that that isn't all marred up. Let's flip it and take a look what it looks like on this side. Really nice example. Looks good. Off they went just a few minutes ago. Lock up your daughters, lock up your wife, lock up your back door, and run for your lives. The girls are out there. All right. Well, I'm not a judge. Really? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me now? Remember this? Remember this? How about this? Are you kidding me now? Yeah. Yeah, I know, eh? Now, I'm gonna bump them, even though they're glorious, for this. Even though it's got the ring of absolute murder on it, and will not be a coin you will ever receive from me, that is a Churchill. Now, Churchill is the name of the bear. It went through a naming process where people wrote in and made suggestions, and I think Winnie, like Winnipeg and Winnie the Pooh, was way up there. But in the end, Churchill is the answer, and that is Churchill bear with the ring of death. And in fact, wah, 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 wah. $2 2006 Churchill, the Royal Mint, was marking the 10th anniversary of the loonie with a commemorative version of the $2 coin. Designed by Ontario artist Tony Bianco, the coin depicts the polar bear in its new pose. Following an online contest, the winning name Churchill won 34% of the total votes, where Wilbur was the runner-up with 26%, not Winnie, but Wilbur. And Plouffe with 15%. Plouffe. The name for the the name for the Toonie polar bear is Churchill. When the Name Our Polar Bear contest closed on October 5th, 2006, 166,635 votes were actually cast. So that's not Plouffe, it's Churchill. And that's a nice version of it, but there's ours with the ring of murder. Well, this thing actually gave up a couple of others. This is our king, right? Put that aside. This one came up, and we haven't seen this one yet. This one celebrates 50 years ago us winning a major hockey game against the Russians. Now, it's called the Summit Series, and we had a lot of fun with it. It was a really cool, thing that happened for Canadians and, beating the Russians and all that other good stuff. There is a painted and unpainted version of Summit Series. Once again, $20. You could be, you could get this black one, you could get a king one, and you could get two other painted sets. In fact, in this case, you could get the D-Day set and maybe a Summit Series set, and that would be $20. 20 American dollars, USD. That's what you will get from me. This one marks, of course, the death of the Queen. We haven't come across one yet. I'm showing that to you prematurely. Okay. So anyway, we're talking about that one now. Back to the layout that works. Something like that, I guess. Actually, that's not too bad if I swap this one for this. There we go. Actually, that is all right. And then you can see my... Whenever you see my smiling face, you have to laugh out loud. Hey all. Saw the Canada $2 and got curious. Well, these, are not the standard Canada $2 coin. They're regular Canadian circulating coins. But we are picking out the commemorative coins that we have minted over the years. This one here is what? No, it's not. Wait. When we made $1 coins in Canada, we put a bird on them. That bird was a loon. So the coins got called loonies just because they have loons on them. Now, hang on, let me just... That's a little better. Once we minted $2 coins, and as we did that, we removed paper money. So when we minted the $1 coin, we removed paper $1 bills. So it got, adopted because there was no choice. And we did the same with the 2. But we put, they're coming to take me away, ha ha, ho ho, hee to the funny farm. When we put the polar bear on the 2, it's just got known as a toonie because it's a double of a loony. It's 2 loonies, it's a toonie. But that's what the regular ones look like. Now, we are looking for the special issue ones that were issued. And there's one more here to show you, actually. Showed you that one. We did get another Battle of the Atlantic. Once again, showing the merchant ship, the sub-hunter, and the gunner on the deck. Oh. So, Sir John A. Macdonald was like Canada's first prime minister. I guess you'd call him a founding father or whatever, I guess, in those terminologies. But it was pretty rough on the indigenous people, and these days isn't held that high of a regard. And in this particular coin has got a couple of scratches of murder there on it. So it would be no good for any kind of collection anyway. But that is that one. So let's get Kingy back up there. Here we go, because that's who we're looking for. And in this case, once again, even though we got that nice Summit Series one, we don't need any of those. So we will be putting that one back into the roll and setting it out for somebody else who's looking for the same. Don't need any of those for stock. Hootie! I try not to think about it. Don't you? I know. Truth, eh? Yeah, I would say that I never put anything in a book that isn't better than that. But it always is about what's available. Best coin available at the time is what is provided, always. So let's get back at it so I can have my breakfast. I'm getting hungry. I know it's right over there and it's yummy. It's cold, but it'll go into the microwave just fine. I tried to have a little nibble on it with frozen face. So there's another. I'll just put this one to the side. You can see number 2. Got another Summit Series. Oh yeah. I guess I get to show you the reel. There's the first black ring we've come across today. Very cool tuning. If I were something oh yeah, no, we can square you away if that's what you'd like. I'm your man when it comes to that. That is all I'm doing right now. That's my whole shtick, is sending out Canadian coins that are freshly rescued from circulation and still in nice shape to anybody who wants them. Whole book at a time, or a $20 order that lets you choose 6 of these. Usually that sets like a painted and an unpainted, but it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. See, now here's another John A. Macdonald, but it's actually pretty lustery. Not too beat up at all. Kind of one that you would possibly save. I happen to know I don't need any more of these. So this one would have to have like none of these little schmidges, these tiny scratches. Unless it was that good, none of that stuff was there. There would be no reason to even consider putting it in the storage book. So once again, no reason to consider to put it in the storage book. And got a black ring. Put the king back. He stays. He's like the persistent one. He gets to stay. These other ones we're going to put back in. When I'm done, what I do is I actually weigh all of these. These coins are big enough so that if it's off by one, it's pretty obvious. And that way I make sure that the rolls are properly filled and that I never give one. No, there's a John A that can't be pulled down or covered up. Pulled down or covered up. He's talking about the statues, how we pull down statues of people we now think are abhorrent, that were possibly not quite so years back. And you know about the removal of these kinds of things these days, all the woke. Yes. Do not wake me. There's another. Here you go, kids. Not bad at all. We got two. We got two. We got two. We got two. Two. I like two. 2 is a good number. I'd be quite happy with 2. Okay, so here we go. This isn't the third, or I would be more excited, but it is a painted rappel out of this box. So it's being very generous as far as this is concerned now. We've gotten painted and unpainted versions of some of the greatest, coolest coins that we're making. We've received a couple of kings. I'm all right. Now, because the rappels... Oh. Dude. It's over. Oh my God. You know what it is? Type it in the chat. Come on. You guys know what it is. Type it in the chat. I'm not showing you until somebody types it. Come on. You know what's here. It's in my hand. Type it. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm staring at the chat. What's in this hand? Come on, you guys know. PH, no, not Armistice. Better than Armistice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Baby. Pulled a glowy Northern Lights. And there's another rappel painted in my hand. Not a... Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's go. Woo! Okay. All right. Let's go. Yeah. King. Got 2 kings. This one's going to go back in there. I'm going to put 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. I think it's 3. And that's it. That's that. Wow. Awesome. Happiness. Wah. I think that needs one more. Doesn't happen often enough, man. Those are so hard to find. They're just so stand-outy that people grab them, because non-collectors even grab them and set them aside because they were that different. And they stick out like a sore thumb. But we got one. Yeah. Right? Oh, I guess I kept them. All right, well, whatever. That don't matter. That do not matter. Oh, oof. We literally can't go wrong now. That was an awesome box. We have, I'm on roll number 5. There's 4 more in the box, 1 in my hand. Then it's time to celebrate with a sandwich. I'm going to have a sandwich. Oh, yeah, baby. A glow in the dark. Yeah. Go ahead. Send me $20 American and ask for the painted D-Day and the glow in the dark set. Do it. Oh yeah, baby. You know what, too? If a person was ordering, wow, that's nice. I'm keeping this one. This one was just, the one I just talked about was just a regular Twonie, but it was clean and nice enough to catch my eye. And if it can do that, Then it is pulled from the wreckage and considered for a book slot. I don't know, was a Kobo. What's a Kobo? I don't know what a Kobo is. Is that like an e-reader of some kind? I'm gonna guess a Kobo is some kind of flat tablet e-reader kind of a thing. Scale out right now, but yeah. There's another 2,000 knowledge in my hand that I nearly dropped. Well, I did drop it and go on the floor. And here is another 30 little Flanders fields. Irrelevant. Let me just check that. That looks good. Okay. That's another full roll right there. An e-reader, there you go. They say those are easier on the eyes with the e-ink. Four more rolls, and I am happy, and it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah. Let us put up a king. And then watch out. Here's another king. Look out. Here comes the king again. Is it the king? Yes, it is. He is just there being a guy. Well, you know, not too hard to get a good looking one from 2018, but I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to look at my row of 2018s that I've got put away and decide whether it's a keeper. But if it's cool enough to catch my eye, then it is cool enough to be considered. And if I consider it and I look at it and it's a 2020 or newer, then it's just, you can get lots of nice ones. 2020 to 2023, they're all going to be brand new-ish. There they come again. I've got mail from Ghost Nancy T, but I'm thinking that it pretty much has to be its own little video. Look, it's a big package. Haven't opened it yet. So, to properly promote Miss Nancy T and her upcoming Christmas in July or summer or whatever it is, you know, you can get in on that, by the way. Check out Ghost Nancy T's channel, and in order to get in on it, you've got to make your contribution of an ounce of silver. We got another Sir John A. Squirrel. Put him back in the pile. Make sure the king is well regarded. Okay, so we haven't seen this one yet. I've got lots of them. This is the Indigenous Day Toonie. It also has a painted version. It's very nice looking, very beautiful color, and certainly, like I say, available for your book if that's something that you would like to get from me. $2, 2023 Indigenous Royal Canadian Mint, unveiled on June 20th, 2023 at the National Gallery of Canada in Ottawa, a $2 circulation coin celebrating National Indigenous Peoples Day. What we have is three symbols here. One is representing the Inuit, one the Métis, and the third the other, basically a group of Indigenous people of Canada. We have it painted and unpainted, and of course, if you wanted that one as one of your 6 coins for 20, you would send me $20 and you'd say, I want one of them to be the Indigenous set. I want the other one to be the Riopelle set, and then give me a black ring and a king, please. That could be your order. And you would send me 20 USD, and I would put it in a card the way Tupac sends his coins, and I would send them off to you. That's how it would work. It's worked that way plenty good so far. So yeah, that's what we would do. All right. I'm hungry. What do you want from me? Okay. So we don't need this one. So we will, no, not that one, this one. Put it right back in the top. Mark the roll as searched. Put the dot on the top. Put the roll to the side. No foreign coins. We would never get an American coin, but we could very well get other, even similar, like bimetallic coins like this with a center and a ring. There's quite a few of those out there in the world, and I've definitely found them in our coins. Not sure what autocorrect with it. Does 1996 212 have a premium on the way? Premium with the weight. With the weight of the copper and nickel, right? Are you asking if the ones with higher copper content have a premium? Not that I've noticed if that's the case. No, the best nickel melts are the nickels. Nickel. Best nickel melts are the nickels nickel over themselves. Because those are the ones that are nickel, not other metals. Those are pure nickels, of course. Anyway, ooh, right off the top, one worth mentioning. Beautiful when it comes as a painted version, but it isn't. It's the Victory coin. Victory. Victory. Same year as the beautiful Bill Reed, but here's the Victory. $2 2020 Victory color. This is not the color one, but it says here September 2nd, 2020. Royal Canadian Mint launched 2 circulating coins at that point, including a colored one, to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. Victory and Victoire appear on the outer ring, as does a message engraved in Morse code. Too cool. The coin's got Morse code on it, like that. And that is, of course, the painted version. They don't really show us the unpainted version. That's why I'm here, right? There it is. And that can be one of the coins you choose for your $20. Somebody send me $20. Anyway, or don't. Or don't. Okay, we'll put the king back there. We're gonna maybe keep that one, so let's get a coin out of the spare roll. Put it in there for good measure. All right, it was the very first one of the roll, so let's get cracking here. Can you see that? Yeah, more or less. I could definitely use that other layout, though. There we go. Yeah, I think StreamYards works out pretty good for this kind of a display. Not complaining. We got another really filthy Sir John A. Won't be showing you that. There's just another filthy Northern Lights. Won't be showing you that. Even though it matches the one that is so beautiful over there, it is in itself not beautiful enough to be harvested. Nah. Does Royal Canadian Mint make little pieces of art with some of their... Yeah, they sure do. I mean, there's all kinds of coins that are... I'm only interested in circulated coins. If you get into Royal Canadian Mint's other so-called coin things they make, you're falling down a rabbit hole that was designed for you. We did pull another one of these. This is the Vimy. Of course, Vimy has to do with the Vimy Ridge, another one of the great battles of the war. It's one of the remembrance coins of 2017. There is no painted version of the Vimy. It came out in 2017, so that means it's the same year as the unpainted glow-in-the-dark, and of course the painted glow-in-the-dark we were lucky enough to find. But there's Vimy. In the spring of 1917, the Allies launched a new offensive on the Western Front, where all 4 divisions of the Canadian Corps was ordered to capture the heavily fortified Vimy Ridge. For the first time ever, divisions from all across Canada fought side by side at the same time to secure victory. This $2 coin commemorates the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge, honors the solidarity and bravery and sacrifice of Canadians who fought together to take that ridge. Damn rights. Good on you, boys. So there are 10 million. No, what is it? Vimy 5,130,000. Not so many. All right. And we found a Vimy. No, we've got some nice Vimmys. We don't have to keep this one either. Back into the roll it goes. I don't know how many of these we've got, so I'm going to hang on to that one until it gets ruled in or out. Let's mark the roll as complete. I did put another makeup coin in there, but even if I didn't, I'll be weighing them later. PP sent Lola. Well, Lola is a return customer, but Lola needs certain coins for her book anyway. So Lola is a recipient of a book, so she only needs certain coins that weren't available when her book came out. So that's basically taken care of. We'll make sure that she gets stocked up and her book is up to date. Nick Molnar in the house, another great Canadian who goes through these rolls and whatnot. You definitely don't collect them as an investment. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate with a lot of the things the Mint makes. They're not necessarily going to be worth more later. I mean, there's always that possibility, but I wouldn't be buying Mint-made collectibles as banking on it. We look at a lot of our coins just from the point of view of their, precious metal content, which in these Canadian coins there are not. And honestly, like I say, you're dropping $20, you're going to get $12 in face. It's $5 to send them to you. I'm making a couple of dollars on the top and the conversion to Canadian. That's what's in it for me. And that's not a lot, and I'm totally happy with that because this is not a business. I'm not trying to make money with it. I don't care if I do or not. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's honestly awesome to have y'all every now and then put a little in my PayPal because I pay other things out of my PayPal, internet crap. And it's hard to do. It's probably not hard to put money in your PayPal, but I'm not that savvy when it comes to that, honestly. So I'm happy to have a little bit go into the PayPal every day, or every now and then, so I can let Google take its $1 and $3, and the channel. I guess you guys actually cover all the channel memberships. Basically, we're down to the last roll, folks. That's what it is. Alistair, sometimes collecting isn't about the value, it's about the fun and what you like. Right. And to that end, if you think about it, like right now, my own books are full. There's no spot I'm looking to find a coin for in my book, unless, of course, and that's what we do. We look for, oh my God, that one's so beautiful. It might be better than the one in my book, which, as we know, that kind of stuff can be very few and far between. But other than that, all I really want to do is have 5 or 6 of each coin that is in really nice shape, to the point where I would want to put it in my own book. Like here's a 2009. These, for some reason, I see quite a few of them that are quite nice. And I know I have plenty of them. I kind of in my head know which ones I don't have 5 or 6 of. Like, for example, and painted coins get held almost regardless. Well, no, that's not true either, because I don't need any more, like I'm babbling. The coins that recently came out, painted, I was able to rescue plenty of those out of circulation. So many of those I'm not needing. But for example, the painted D-Day, that one, nope. that one away. That leaves this one. That one right there. What do you suppose we have here? Yeah, if you happen to be sitting on that coin for Numismaniac, if you wouldn't mind sending it over, I'd really appreciate you helping him out. Just move a few of these out of the way here. Take care, Nick. The last coin from the last roll. And I'm being dramatic, but because it wasn't the very last one. But almost. It was actually the second last coin on the last roll. There it is. Am I kidding? No, I'm not. Really? Am I kidding? No, I wouldn't fool you. Look at that! Now, the one glow in the dark on the top did not come today, but it was already on my desk. Can you believe it? I got 2 kings and 2 glow in the darks. And a painted D-Day. Don't let me forget the painted bloody D-Day. Oh my. Le jour J. Well. Oh, but I got 2 of those. What am I? What? Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever. Awesome. Oh, yeah, baby. Lisa, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by, not scumming by. Oh my God. 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 Okay, this one doesn't count because that was the 2-pack coin. This is one that was just when I was showing you a regular everyday coin. Now I can do this one. I took that one out of my box. I'll do one that's so shiny, I want to check it. 2018 is almost so new that you're not. Anyway, let's just move all of these into the zone of the camera. Oh my God. Shut up, Bill. All right. That doesn't happen. Then you're going to end up with bank wrap rolls, so you'll have all the same ones. I don't know. The ones I've received that have been all the same ones have not been necessarily bank wrapped, but mint wrapped. And mint wrapped in Canada means plastic shrink wrap around the roll that has come from the mint. If it's got paper around it, it's machine wrapped. Bank wrapped, but not necessarily all the same throughout. That one short one. That is another one from the space roll. where I put my scale. It's huge and should be really easy to find. If I were to check these quick on the way out. I think 178 is kind of a median. 182 is still good. 179 good. 78 good. 179 good. 180 good. 179 good. 180 good. 179 good. 181 good. 179 good. No good. 165. 179 good. 178 good. 179 good. 179 good. 181 good. 180 good. 180 good. Okay. And the last thing we need to do gonna top that off. Okay, we'll mark this one. It's already got a dot on it on the side. Not my normal way. Usually the dot goes on the top. The mark goes on the side. Goes back into the box. That completes one full box. How about that? It beats marking coins. I was farting around with that a little bit at one time. Just every now and then making a mark on the coin, but you know what? I don't really chip. That'll do. All right. 1 hour and 43 minutes of 1 hour and 43 minutes of fun. Did we have fun? I know I did. I really did. I'm going to reset my camera here. This thing is great. I love my camera. I can do anything I want with it. It does whatever I want it to. It's beautiful. It's bloody beautiful. All right. I don't even know how many people to thank. This is a really good turnout. Thank you very much. Lola, BH, Jim Meadows. Oh, so for the 6 Twonies would be available 20 US. Yes. Jim, PayPal me $20 US and you can choose 6 Twonies. I will send them in a card. I don't do anything special shipping. I don't track it. It's just not that big of a deal. I've never had one lost. If you don't get yours, like let's just say you would be the very first, then I would ship you another with tracking. And if you didn't get that one, we would just be done doing business together. I'd start to wonder about you, but something like that. I've never had one go missing, so I don't really worry about it all that much, honestly. And because we're talking about $20 and we're talking about $12 a face, that, if it really went bad, I'd send it again. As I say, track the second time. That being said, yes, easy peasy. She got one and she's in Jersey. Yeah, I put it in a card and send it off. They're quite good about it. But the way I package it is they don't get lost, they don't get loose, and they can, have to admit it, it's better than AMSR. Thank you. I like to be better than AMSR. 4 months later, I will get it in Ontario with those rules? I don't know. Anywho, since I'm not doing any kind of business here, I prefer that you send it friends and family and trust me with $20. I realize that if you send it the other way, goods and services, you have recourse and you can, but believe me, for $20, I wouldn't allow my name to be ruined in this community. So, and because honestly, I really don't do that many of these yet. I would love to think that I'm doing enough to make PayPal all upset that I'm doing some kind of a business, but honestly, I do it so, I don't really even promote it properly. I mean, if I was really into it and doing a lot of it, I'd be asking friends and family, but in this case, goods and services, but in this case, please use friends and family. And if you go to Coins in Canada and go looking at the Twonies there, if you have pics, you'll see pictures you can choose. If you tell me to just make it cool, I will. And but tell me about any specifics. If you're specific, you'll definitely get it. Right now, my offer to you guys during this stream is a little special as to what you can choose. It's not always that way. Certain things are, well, for example, I got 2 glow-in-the-darks here, but normally I keep glow-in-the-darks for people who want full books because I don't want to send a book out with no glow-in-the-dark. But if that was your choice during this stream, I would honor that for you, and that would be one of the sets you'd get. But it's all up to you what you would want. If you leave it up to me, I'll choose. That's how it is. Coins in Canada is a great site to look at any of the coins that are there. 147.11. I think I'm pretty much done. Thank you again, everyone. From Dimebag Darren World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room. Thank you again for tuning in. We will hopefully maybe even have another box for tomorrow. Maybe loonies. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't schedule these things. The only thing I schedule for sure is later tonight. We will be live from karaoke once I can get the camera set up. It can't always be set up earlier in the evening, or I'll have it just pointing at me until the place darkens up a little bit because reasons. All right? I hope your package arrived okay, Nick. 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 Everybody have a great day. Of course, Coining Around going to be on just a little later on, and it's going to be time for an auction, some draws, good stuff. Not yet. Up to you. I like history. PayPal address. Good question. dimebagdarrenlow@gmail.com. Ba-bum. PayPal to dimebagdarrenlow@gmail.com. Dun. I have 4 instances of StreamYard running on my computer in order to do this. Well, I feel like this one's still winner chicken dinner of the day, because it will not be hard to get more kings as more king points circulate. It's harder to find a glow in the dark than it is a king, or will be. So it's been a good day. It has been a good day, folks. Wow. All right, I really do need to eat. I keep saying it, but I gotta go. I don't want to. I'm so happy to have this many of you here. I feel bad stopping, but I don't have anything more to do. And I will make a video later of the unboxing or unbagging of my mail from Ghost Nancy T. Canadian input on the graphic is great. I'm going to figure out the stupid Kobo. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your visit once again. And from Dimebag Darren, World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room. Oh, it just puts that one gone. I'd have to do them all. I'd have to go remove. And then if I stop that, you get that. And if I click on this, then what happens if I